How we doing? Welcome back for another harp stream. I'm not sure how long this is going to be. It might be a little bit short today. Just because my hands have kind of been bothering me the last week or so. So we'll be doing some slow practice today. And just kind of generally taking it easy. So just want to do a little bit more sort of movement and stretching before I actually start playing. Some dynamic stretching, if you will. And then, yeah, we'll do some warm-ups and we'll do some slow practice today. So, hey Caladrius, nice to see you. And Nano's here, nice to see you as well. And Andrew, happy Saturday, everyone. Hope you're all having a nice, relaxing weekend so far. So what I'm working on right now is I'm working on a couple of songs that I want to record before Christmas so that come the new year I've got some stuff like in reserve and like ready to make videos for. I feel like now is maybe a good time to talk a little bit about my plans for the new year. I'm gonna make like a vlog to put up for patrons too. That's like hopefully, I feel like I'm gonna be long-winded right now, but sort of after the album came out this year, I sort of felt like I had all this stuff to catch up on, and I still have so much stuff to catch up on. And then I sort of felt this need to make YouTube videos consistently every month. Because I kind of had fallen back a little bit while I was working on the album. And then, I don't know, just like keeping up with videos, even if it's just one a month, it just takes so much time. And I sort of felt like I was working so hard on all of these. But then like from a business perspective, it wasn't really kind of paying back. Hi Michael, thanks so much for being here, nice to see you. Just kind of talking about some thoughts of what's coming next. So yeah, so like making more videos didn't really result in more like patron signups or more like Spotify listenership necessarily. So I was like feeling a little frustrated, I guess, about that. And then I have this like huge to-do list that I still am not caught up on. And then I want to make this EP, and I'm like, what do I do next? You know, like what, like I feel like I just sort of have become a bit unfocused. And so my thought for next year is, well, there's a few things, I guess. Part of it is I want to put more music on Spotify because, you know, Spotify streaming does pay. It would be nice if it paid more. We all know that, but that's one thing I want to do. And so I was talking to Elvan. If you remember her, she used to stream on Twitch, but she kind of does some other stuff now. But she was like, well, what if not every song gets a music video like right off the bat? Like, what if you just released the song itself and then just make videos for the most popular ones? And I was like, oh, it's a really interesting idea that I hadn't really considered. So what I'm gonna do in January is like re-record a bunch of old arrangements that you can't listen to on Spotify that I recorded on my old like blue snowball mic and all that stuff, and then probably just release them on YouTube with like an audio visualizer, and then like have them go up on Spotify like periodically, because there's a lot of evidence that shows that works a bit better for getting kind of new listeners and getting in front of ears a little bit more. And then at the same time, also be releasing music videos, hopefully one a month, but then like, even if I don't have a video ready, I still have something to upload on YouTube. And I want to get some artwork done for those like visualizer kind of videos, and like maybe get some new merch done up. I think that would be kind of fun and exciting. And yeah, so yeah, videos for the most listened to music does sound like a solid idea. Yeah, it's like, you know, like put the work into the things that are already showing to like be paying off, right? So that's an idea. I don't know how it's gonna go, but it's an experiment. We'll see. We'll find out. But then also like the Carol and Tuesday EP. So I want to have a few things like recorded like before Christmas, so I can kind of just make some simple-ish videos for those. And that's what I'm going to be practicing today. So those are going to be A Whole New World from Aladdin, a lever harp version of Zelda's Lullaby, and You're My Best Friend by Queen. These are all arrangements that I've already arranged this year, so that kind of takes that part of the process like out of the mix. And then I just have stuff like that I'll have it recorded, and then it's just video and editing, although knowing me, I still take a really long time while doing those. But yeah, so then once I get all that stuff re-recorded in January, then I'm gonna like really sit down and do the Carol and Tuesday EP. That's my current plan. I really am not sure about timeline on all of this right now because everything always takes much longer than I think it will. So yeah, that's like kind of where I'm at. So yeah, I'm gonna make like an actual video about this on Patreon, like a vlog, so that everything is very clearly explained. But yeah, that's kind of the plan. So Carol and Tuesday, I think will probably get released in a similar fashion, like release some singles without a video, well, some with, some without, and then like release the whole EP with some tracks that haven't come out yet, and then, you know, make videos for the most popular ones, that sort of thing. I will probably do another like little Patreon exclusive, like an exclusive track that's only for patrons, stuff like that. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to sort of like get refocused, but that might also mean that I don't really know, I don't know, I might need to take a month off videos or something like that, just so I can kind of like prep and be ready. And then hopefully once that big push is over, then I'll be like, have a little more time for things. But we'll see. Anyway, we'll do some playing. Delivered yesterday some acoustic panels that I ordered in like August, and it took this long for them to get here. So I'm gonna make some posts about that, and we'll do another unboxing because I know how much fun it was the last time we got some new equipment. And I'll show you guys those because like those were like $900. So definitely Patreon funded. Yeah, they're finally here. It's seriously, like I ordered them in August. It's crazy. Yeah, I'm really excited to test them out and get the microphones out and see like what kind of difference it makes to have those, because I just, like the last couple of recordings I did, I was like, wow, there's so much noise in this. It's really funny to me, like over the years, some of my recordings have like no noise, just like room sort of from the room, and some of them have tons, and it's like kind of a mystery to me sometimes. So I'm hoping that will really help with that. But yeah, I'm excited. And then I think I'm gonna order some more because the ones that I ordered are like these big, like movable, like ones that stand up on their own. But I also do want to get some more stuff for like just the room in general. So yeah, that's one thing that I wanted to work more on this year, and I probably would have if these things had shipped faster. But just like sort of overall improving my recording quality. But I think if I record like a whole bunch of stuff in a row, it'll give me a really good opportunity to just like do a deep dive on like my recording technique and like microphone placement and my room setup and everything, that hopefully it will just give me a more reliable process to get good results. Michael, take your time and release things at your own pace. We'll wait as long as it takes, and you'll have time to make your arrangements, recordings the best they can be. I appreciate that. I do. I think, yeah, like, after the album came out, I sort of got it in my head that, like, if I uploaded more often, that I would get more views and, like, more subscribers and whatever. Once a month is not even really that often still, so, like, I don't know. I don't think that really did anything. I think just, like, continuing to make, like, high quality stuff so that when people do find it, they want to stick around. Like, I think that's kind of a good way to go. So yeah, I think, like, I'm sort of stuck between being like, I need to make stuff constantly or else I will become irrelevant. I know you guys don't think so. And like, yeah, taking my time and not feeling rushed. But also I'm like, I don't want to just like, I don't want to take too much time. I still want to work hard and efficiently, but. Yeah, so Spotify this year did go very well. We went from, what annoys me about the Spotify Wrapped is that they always come out at the beginning of December, so you don't get your numbers from like the end of the year. So, but approximately for 2019, we had about 100,000 Spotify plays, and this year we had like 500,000 Spotify plays, which is awesome. That's like a huge deal. That was like my goal to hit, and we hit it, and I'm like quite happy about that. The thing is, all of the growth that I've experienced, like almost entirely, has been from like single tracks that have kind of exploded. So like when I did Song of the Nabateens, that one like did extremely well, and Bubblegum KK also did extremely well. The others kind of just like plodding along, sort of average. And what I've noticed is when a track gets 10,000 streams in a month, then Spotify puts it onto people's Discover Weekly, and that is the big deal. That one, it like gets you in front of new listeners. They'll be like, oh, that's really cool, and add you to their playlists, or save your song, or check you out and like find some more of your music. And then as people listen to you more, then you end up on their daily mix and, you know, artist radios and stuff like that. So what I noticed about those two songs that really exploded were that they were for, like, kind of from games that released that didn't have an official soundtrack on Spotify. So like Fire Emblem Three Houses and then Animal Crossing. And you can't really plan for them. So I don't know. I mean, I'll keep my eyes open for kind of new games that I think might get that sort of response from, but you can't know is the thing. So I don't like sort of rushing an idea or an arrangement and recording whatever to try and like take advantage of some like time sensitive thing, because sometimes it pays off big time. Sometimes you don't get anything. You just like are tired and in my case sore. So it's really hard to know. So that's why I want to kind of try out just releasing more stuff consistently, because this year I released the album, and then after that I think I've only had like maybe three releases or something, like 3 singles. So I want to kind of see if I release stuff more often, and I have this backlog of arrangements that I can just re-record, so I want to try that and see what happens. It's an experiment. It's an experiment. This is good though. I like chatting while doing these because it like just gives my Beatrice, being an online musician sounds harsh, having your income at the mercy of the algorithm. It's like a whole thing. Yeah. Andrew says, how much advertisement of your videos do you do outside YouTube and Twitter? That's also a great question. So, I mean, I do have Instagram as well. I'm on Facebook, but Facebook kind of got weird last year and sort of, like, I still send my posts there, but it's like, you know, I don't necessarily pay that much attention to it. But Instagram has been good. I mean, I have my email list, which I do want to grow, because email list kind of exists outside the algorithm, right? So, and I know like a number of patrons are on my email list as well. It's just sort of like a much higher chance that like the people who I like genuinely really care about the stuff I make will actually see it, because sometimes, you know, it just doesn't pop up in your feed, and like what can you do about that, you know what I'm saying? The other thing is, like, when it comes to things like Spotify, you need like a very big reach, you need like a breadth of exposure, and people who like you enough to just like play your song more than one time. Whereas things like Patreon or selling CDs or like the digital album and stuff like that, that I think is more of like a depth of engagement with people like you guys who really care a lot, and who, you know, get a lot out of the music as well. And so I do think I need to do more of that kind of thing. Something I've been kind of looking into, well, I haven't really started looking into it yet, but a lot of people talk about like using Facebook ads to really find the specific people who are more likely to connect with your music that you make, and sort of just like just kind of get them on the email list, right? Again, so that it's people who care a lot. Yeah, because the thing with Facebook ads is that they can be really, really targeted to people who are more likely to just like really be interested, rather than just kind of sort of so amount of interest. But I don't really know a lot about it yet. I do definitely want to look into it, especially, you know, if I do a new like set of merch or something like that, I want to do more marketing for it, so that like it's worth the time and energy and payment for the artwork and everything. I feel like targeting your posting will help bring in a lot of new people too, yeah. I.e. release an Animal Crossing music video and post it to Animal Crossing Reddit. Oh, that's true. The thing, yeah, I use hashtags a lot on Instagram, and those are like really, really useful. Sometimes they do really well, and sometimes they do kind of average, but I feel like I do get like I'm not huge on Instagram, but I feel like I have steady growth, and I'm like fairly steadily like exposed to new people who might look me up on YouTube or whatever. I find that like with Reddit, a lot of communities don't allow self-promotion, so like some do, some don't, but I also find that whenever I've tried that in the past, I'll get like 5 upvotes or something. I feel like I don't really understand the like context for those things, like what kind of titling in a Reddit post will get more people interested in it and stuff like that. Like I don't really go on Reddit anymore. So the best thing is when other people share your stuff like on Reddit, because then, I don't know, it just seems more authentic. Like if someone else is like, hey, I found this thing and I love it, you gotta watch it. Like that sort of thing is super, super effective, I think. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't had much luck with that kind of in the past, but yeah, so that's the other thing, right? If someone else shares it, it gets past the self-promotion rule. Like I didn't share it, you know, someone else did. So I don't know, if you guys are on Reddit and you happen to be part of an applicable subreddit, feel free to share. But also you don't have to, it's fine. But I know some people who've had really good success like advertising on Facebook. And so, yeah, I don't know, I'm interested in trying that. I just, again, I'm like, I can't do everything at once. That's the hardest thing, is that there's just so many things that need being done, and there's only so much time in the day. And the other thing is that, like, ultimately my goal is just, like, to make music, right? So I try to also, like, adopt the attitude of, like, you know, I've already made it. You know, I'm already making money from making covers and making arrangements and recordings and stuff like that. So that's already very awesome. Filming music videos, like, it's fun. I like it a lot. The next kind of goal is, like, to be able to do that full time, right? Because my teaching schedule, most notably, also playing weddings and, like, having to learn requests and stuff like that, does really eat up a lot of time and energy. So, you know, it's like, okay, well, I need to do some marketing, and I need to do my accounting, and I need to do some arrangements, and I need to edit videos, and I need to change my harp strings and the pedal felts, and, like, update my sound exchange profile, and blah, 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 blah. And it's like, I don't know. There's only so much me to go around. Us patrons need to up our advertising game. Well, you know, only if you want. But yeah, I know, like, a lot of, I kind of have read about, like, other sort of social media kinds of strategies, like, instead of just posting me, like, with a fun video on Instagram, like, posting something more, like, vulnerable from me, which I think I should do more of, like, because I feel like I'm always trying to be really, really positive on social media, for a variety of reasons. But I think if I could get a little more authentic, I think people would maybe connect with that more, because I sort of feel like it's easy to kind of just scroll past and be like, oh, that was nice, and then just, like, not, like, care on a deeper level. So I've been thinking about that. I feel like I need to, like, ask questions more and, like, really engage and, like, start conversations more. And then there's also sort of the concept of, like, just posting related content. So, like, if my audience is largely Zelda fans, like, just posting, like, Zelda artwork. Like, this is an idea that I've heard, but, like, posting artwork and memes and that sort of thing, like, which is very, I have not really done any of that. The thing about posting artwork too, I don't really love that idea, because it sort of implies that you're gonna steal art from someone, and I'm not into that, so that's, like, a tricky thing. I'm also not really much of a memer in the end, so I don't know. It's an interesting idea, but It works. I became a patron because of one of your update videos. Oh, well, that's cool. That's good to know. Like a yearly one, you mean, or? That's something else I've been thinking about, is, like, making more sort of like talking content, like vlogs and that sort of thing on my YouTube channel. I did a little bit of that last year. Like, I made those, like, videos on motivations and things like that, and I think some people liked it. And I made the thing about chronic pain, and that one I think went over very well, because that one was, like, very, like, hey, here's a thing that I struggle with. So I think, yeah, that one went over really well. But then the motivation ones, like, a lot of people unsubscribed when I uploaded them. So I was like, maybe I won't do these. But I don't know, like, it's something to try too, right? So yeah, one of the yearly ones. Oh, all right, well, 2021, I'll make another update video. We'll see. We'll see what happens, I guess. But yeah. Well, we're very happy to have you, Andrew. It helped that it showed me some insight on your goals for your channel and how you might need support. Oh, that's really good to know. Thank you. That's some really good insight. But yeah, you know, like, I keep sort of struggling between this sort of mindset of, like, trying to just be, like, content where I am and, like, happy where I am, because, you know, it's like, I've already made it. I'm already doing the things I want to do, but also being like, well, I want a new harp, and I want a bigger house that has, like, a proper studio space for me, right? Because this space is not ideal. The fridge is, like, right over there. it gets into my recordings all the time. I can't like close the door and isolate the sound in here, stuff like that. And it's a multi-purpose space and blah, 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 blah. So those are two big goals for me right now. I mean, those are like fairly long term, like 3 to 5 years at least. So, and I tend to really fixate on the future and get anxious about the future. So I'm trying to like kind of pull, like I want to still be goal oriented and like be working towards stuff and always growing and whatever, but also just like enjoy the moment. So that's, you know, it's the daily struggle. But yeah, okay, so let's play some music, shall we? So, yeah, so what I want to work on today, well, you know what, I'm going to start with A Whole New World because that's what I want to play. And also it's like a bit less hand intensive. So, this one I arranged for a wedding. Someone asked me to play it on lever harp and I was like, okay, I guess I better write out an arrangement because this does have some accidentals, and I was like, lever harp I find quite hard to improvise on if there's like any sort of accidentals. So if I have a written out arrangement, it just makes my life a bit easier, but I am going to record it on pedal harp because I like the way it sounds better. But yeah, so I'm going to start at the end of the song and kind of work my way backwards. Gonna see if I can kind of just like do some slow practice to be really accurate with notes and trying not to make too much noise. Oh, that was wrong. Getting those chords to go at the same time we need. We need to work on this pedal section. This section is so annoying on lever harp. It's possible, but it's like so many levers. I think when I learned it for the wedding, I was like, I'm just gonna loop the first section and not actually play this part because I don't have time. To get nice tone out of these strings. And still be soft. are softer than the others. Okay. Man, I can't believe this. It's getting dark already a little bit. It's only 2 o'clock. Okay, let's see if I can do this a little faster. Recently about my recordings is that I'll get this noise from like my arm touching the side of the soundboard, and I think maybe it's because I just have the mics too close. But it's really hard. Like I need to be able to play my instrument the way I normally play. So sometimes the things you don't even realize will get in there. Glad you could make it. But something that I find very interesting is that in the wintertime, I find I have to like use more of my fingertip on the string to get like a nice warm sound. Otherwise, like it just sounds really like thin. I don't know how to describe it, but I have to like actually try much harder to get a nice warm sound of the harp when it gets dry. It's kind of annoying, but you know, it is what it is. I feel like so much of the harp life is just like kind of a pain. So you just have to stop complaining at some point, because otherwise all you'll do is complain. sort of come from the arms and gravity, and not the hand. It's very difficult. But it's especially important when trying to go easy on the hands. Thanks, Michael. I'm glad you like it. Yeah, I kind of made it similar to the All I Ask of You. I made it based on what I would play from a lead sheet. And I feel like I sort of default to like similar accompaniment styles. Maybe that's just like my style. But yeah, I kind of just like the way it can kind of flow. Okay, let's see if I can take this page maybe a little. Okay, I marked 120 for this. What's that? Okay, so that's about. Okay, so about like that. Getting into the pedal section, I was unprepared. Okay, so I need an F in the right hand and a B in the left hand. And then from there it's fine. Okay. So there's not like a lot of like finger noise, which is good. I think it's a pretty good arrangement for that, though. There's not a lot of like close chords. Those are really, really hard to keep clean. Okay, let's back up again. Slowly. feel like I could be a little more relaxed while playing that. Combination of that and like I need to change these strings up here. I've been needing to change them for like a month, but I just haven't gotten around to it. Maybe it just needs more time for the sound to dissipate, I don't know. Christmas trees. Nice. Is it a real one? I have a fig tree. I set it up in the room upstairs so that Nora can't destroy it because she sees it and she's like, must chew. And it's only a matter of time if we're not watching her before she tries to climb it. So, yeah, we can shut the door and she can't get in it. You do a real one every other year. Nice. I'm not really into real trees. I don't know, I don't really like the smell of pine, and they're messy and flammable, so I understand the appeal, but it's just like not really for me. Plus, my tree has the lights already strung on it, so like I don't have to do that part of the decorating, and I know it'll be like maximally spread, so I like that part of it. And that's why we do it every other year. Yeah, definitely. It's too much hassle to do every year. Definitely. Okay, let's see if I can do the whole last page. Still just like, I'm not loving kind of the transition into this last bit. That's too much. My second finger doesn't really make enough sound. conscious about a rolled chord, and then I roll it too slow, and it just sounds awkward. Okay, I think that last part is fine. It's fine. Want it to sound like. Finally, that I'm not quite happy with it. I like this better. It's really easy to get finger noise. The tone on those, it's just not quite, I don't know. I don't like that thumb on this. It's not getting... I need to finish practicing this section and stop because my hands are getting tired. Lynn, good night. It is wonderful to have you here. Hope you have a good sleep. Okay. Finish this section and I'm gonna stop. Good. It doesn't feel like it's sunk in, like what I need to do to get it to do that every time. So I'm gonna see if I can do it the same way again. Will I be successful? I don't know. Hopefully. Maybe I'll go a little bit slower. Feels better. I feel like with the higher notes, it's so hard not to go too hard on the thumb. F at all. I don't know. Like I want it to be quiet, but it gets right with me, or it's like uneven or whatever, and I just mess with it forever, which is, it reminds me of when I did Ophelia for the Octopath album. That one I fussed over so hard. I think it turned out really well, but man, did I ever spend a long time just like making sure I liked the tone on every single note. I don't know, I think I need to replace these strings. Like I don't think they sound very good right now. Especially this F. I also don't like D sharp. I don't know. Anyway, I'm planning to record these like by about the 18th or 19th. So I've got a couple of weeks to get this all in a place where I'm really happy with it. I don't think I'm going to change the strings before that though. Just because if I do that, it'll take them a while to settle in. And then I'm not sure if they'll be ready to record on. So, I don't know. Anyways, my pedals, my pedals back. High action restringing. Oh, God. I don't know. I've been contemplating doing like a string changing stream again, but also I want to just like listen to podcasts while I do it because it just takes so long and it's so boring. Anyway, that'll be it for today. Thanks everyone for coming out. Really appreciate it. Love chatting with you guys. Yeah, hope you have a good rest of your weekend. Stay happy and safe. And Jones, enjoy your Christmas tree. And yeah, thanks so much. Okay, we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.